What's up, Pyromaniacs? Palisades here. We're back in the world of Minecraft, specifically All the Mods 3 Remix. And we're going to be setting up, hopefully, knock on wood, the rest of the stuff we need to get Dawnstone today, which is going to require a bunch of shit. But first we need to make an area. However, before we get into that, I wanted to... Oh, wow. Yeah, you're gonna die, buddy. Wait. Oh, hello. Am I capped out on that? Yeah, so there's no reason to use it. Jesus, look at all these fucking crystals, man. Yeah, we need to clear out our inventory. Anyways, before we got into this, I kind of wanted to ask you guys some questions and see get some impact, or not some impact, some input. Brain's not working. I'm barely awake today for some reason. It's the weekend. I'm enjoying not having really to do anything other than just chill, especially since it's a 3-day weekend after I, there we go. There we go. 3-day weekend after I start my new job, which turns out coincidentally is going to be amazing and exactly what I was hoping for. There's nothing scarier than starting a new job and not knowing if the move is going to be great. I mean, it's, especially for me right now, it's even scarier because I am the sole breadwinner, basically, for my family. So if I fuck up, you know, I'm not just hurting me, you know, it's it's me and Catherine that are both going to be homeless. So, you know, I feel kind of bad about that. So it's always really, really stressful, especially when you have a good job. And the job I had, I loved my job, mostly. The people I worked with were great. It was a good culture. The people there were amazing. It was a really good company. You know, they paid very well for what I did, which is what made, you know, a new job so difficult, is when, you know, you're basically at intro IT. I don't know if intro IT is the right word, but, you know, desktop support's kind of where most people get their start. So, but when you're at that level of IT, you know, most places don't pay all that well because, you know, you're new and they don't need to. And my former company, who will remain nameless for now, just because, you know, I don't want to mix. I don't mind telling you guys about work, but, you know, not all of you are nice people, and I don't really want to deal with that. So. Anyways, so they were a great group. I really was thankful, especially for my boss, because, you know, when I started working there, I've been doing YouTube for 7 years, and, you know, that's not exactly. I mean, it's not really not an IT thing, because, you know, you got to manage stream computing stuff, you know, programs. There's a lot of tech that is involved in being a YouTuber, which a lot of people probably don't even think about, but. At the same time, you know, there's a big difference between, you know, running a streaming PC and, you know, setting up a VMware on a high availability Hyper-V cluster, you know, or something. Well, actually you wouldn't do that, but, well, actually you will be able to here soon, I think, because VMware and Microsoft are finally starting to work together. And anyways, that's nerd stuff you guys don't give a shit about. So anyways, it was a nice place to work, is what I'm trying to get at. It was a secure place to work. I was going to have a job for years and, you know, be able to pay our bills. But at the same time, you know, I've been doing the equivalent of desktop support since I was 13. Actually, since before then, when I was, I built the computer lab for my high school way back in the day, before most of you were born, back in 1990. Let's see, I was in high school from 95 to 99. So most of you guys probably weren't around then yet. But yeah, so I'm an old fugly, which is fine. But yeah, so it was a scary move, especially since, you know, a lot of times you hear stuff and then, you know, somebody promises you the world, so to speak, and then, you know, you don't get what you think you were going to get. And so there was a little bit of worry there, but oh man, I tell you what, I have never been so happy to go to work in my life. Well, with the exception of when I, you know, woke up and played video games for a living. So it's literally everything I hoped it would be. And that just, oh man, I can't tell you the just the sheer joy that brings, being able to finally be able to do everything I wanted to do and more. So it's going to be great. I'm basically desktop support with system admin duties. You know, I have administrator rights to everything. I set up everything from servers to, you know, Active Directory to ticketing systems to, you know, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. So y'all don't care, but great job. Very happy. Don't remember why I was saying all that. Oh, well, yeah. So it's been stressful. It's been a really stressful couple weeks because of that. And some of the stuff that I've been dealing with has made it to where I just literally don't want to play anything. You know, I come home at night and it's just exhausting. You know, you're just with all that fear. Most of you guys probably don't have to worry about that yet, but you know, once you get to the point where, you know, if you don't pay rent, you're out on the street or they cut off your internet or blah, 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 you know, that's some real fear. So, it's very much like where I was a couple years ago when I quit YouTube doing full time. So, it takes a while for, you don't realize how stressed you are until that stuff all goes away. And so it looks like this is going to be good. And I'm very excited about it. But due to all that stress, I'm looking to not change things up, but I want to add something that's different because I like all the Mods 3 Remix, but there are days when I just don't want to do it. You know, because like right now I'm fixing to figure out this whole mod here. And, you know, when you work and you're figuring shit out all day at work, sometimes you just want to come home and chill. By the way, I'm setting this up here so I can run water from here and have it invisible. So I don't know where I'm going to put this yet. And I don't know how much I'm going to need. So I'm going to go ahead and just make a bunch of this. So anyways, so my question to you guys is, there's a couple things. And I may put up a poll on the channel, but option 1, would you guys like me to start a Let's Play of something? In which case we will vote on it. Some of the stuff I'm feeling right now would be either an RPG, something like maybe Divinity Original Sin, or maybe a JRPG, something along those lines. Problem with those is they take like 70 hours. So, you know, that would be on the channel till next February. Or we could keep it Minecraft related and I could go, I actually saw something on hypixel.net that kind of piqued my interest, which is shocking, but that might be an option. So if you guys would like to see something like that, where you guys might be able to play, then let me know too. So if we do something like that, it would probably be Skyblock co-op. So, and if we do something like that, it would probably, I just saw, there's a stamp base. If we do something like that, it would most likely be like, because I don't know how many people you can have on your island. So it would probably either be staff only or it would be staff and YouTube members. So, but let me know what you guys think. It would kind of be back to like when we did our Titan MC videos, but a little different. So if that's something you'd like to see, let me know. We need Carmite bricks. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think I have any of those left. No. I just want the basic bricks. There it is. Hello. Let's build 2. Nope. We're out. All right, let me build some more stuff here and then we're gonna get this going and I'll show you guys how it works. So anyways, let me know in the comment section, would you like a Let's Play added? Or would you like me to play something kind of like start a series, something kind of like the Titan MC series, but probably on Hypixel because I'm not really feeling the prison. Now that's assuming Skyblock looks like what I saw. So, but it looks like there's a lot of progression there, which is really cool. So let me know what you would like in the comment section. Anyways, let me get this built and we'll show it off. All right, I think I have my head wrapped around all of this. We'll find out here in a second. Okay, so let me walk you through everything you're seeing here. So, first off, this is the basic. This is the Ember Activator. This thing takes the crystals that I've got over here, Ember Shards and Ember Crystals, and cooks them and turns them into Ember Energy. It then puts it in the top up here, which you can then see with this little dial. So we're gonna turn this on, and that's gonna pull out of that, load this up, and you're gonna start seeing this thing is cooking, and cooking pretty good. And it's unfortunately probably going to burn through all this pretty fast. So once this internal buffer fills up, it'll stop. But we don't want that to happen. So we're going to turn this on. And that's going to be spitting. Oh god, it looks like it only hit one at a time. Okay, so let's do this. You shift right click this, and then right click that, and it will load this up. Now I need dials on all these things to see what we've got. So we'll put this here. You can see that's at like 360, 400. It's not a lot. And we still have 15K in there. So I'm probably gonna put about 1,000 or so in this, and then we're gonna try it. Now, what these are 2 melters, and I think this is the right way to set them up. I'm not actually sure. But anyways, shift right click the Ember receptor, right click the Ember emitter. So we've got a melter here sitting on top of a copper cell. We've got a melter here sitting on top of a copper cell with another Ember receiver. Both of these have fluid extractors on them with levers, which are then going to put into a mixer centrifuge. And I believe Dawnstone is copper and gold at a 1-to-1 ratio. We've got our copper cell here. So once this thing fills up, it'll have its own little internal storage, and it'll mix the two together into Dawnstone. Once it does that, then this bad mamma jamma right here, we'll pump it into here, and then we have a stamper and a stamper base with a copper cell up here, and then we have a stamper stamp, and we're using a bar stamp right there. So I believe that's everything set up. So let's get some power to the other one real quick. So we'll do shift right click. There we go. So we've got about, what, 3,300 in this. Okay. So we're going to put, let's see, how much do we need for a Dawnstone anvil? Do I ever get to see the Dawnstone anvil? Guess I can just do Dawnstone. There it is. Dawnstone anvil. We need... Oh, so to make the Dawnstone anvil, we need 3 Dawnstone blocks at 9 apiece. That's 27, so we need 28 Dawnstone. Oof, okay, I've got the gold, and I believe it's copper. So we need 28. So let's do boop, 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 boop. Put that here. And then I need to make sure this is actually, because this is what I was told. Molten Dawnstone. Will it even show? There we go. Gold and copper. So you'll see it's 4 and 4. Okay. So what we want to do then is we want to take the 28 copper. And we're going to put it in here. There we go. And then we want to take the 28 gold. I'm going to put it in here. Okay. Now I don't know if those things are actually doing anything yet. There's plenty of energy in here, but it looks like the energy is not being used. So I may actually have this set up wrong. Anyways, once those two things spit out, they're going to mix it into the centrifuge here, which will then kick it over here and stamp it. So I think I've got this thing set up incorrectly. Do be careful when you click this thing, because anything you... Actually, no, I think I may have it right. The only reason I say that is I can't actually pull the stuff back out, which is why I think it might actually be in there. No way. Okay, let's do this now. Let's do you and that. How are we doing over here? We're doing okay. All right, let's break you real quick. This is just the Ember thing, and we'll see how we're doing here. Now, I haven't flipped the switches yet, so these things aren't working just yet. How are we doing over here on energy? Okay, we're dry. So once this thing is done, it's done. We've got, I'll get this up to about 3,000 here in a second. One of the things we can do at Embers is we can actually set a fluid dial. If I can find it, there it is. Very easy to make. Fluid dial, fluid dial, fluid dial, fluid dial. I just lost it again. I've been looking at this thing so long, I'm about colorblind here. There it is. Okay, let's make 4 of those. Okay, so we want one here? No, okay. Notice how I was able to pull that out? Is it here that we want it? Can I put one on here? I can. And put one on there. Okay. Interesting. And then I guess we can do this. All right. So I am confused because we did put something in here and nothing seems to have happened with it. We're at 3,200 there, so we're going to take you and we're going to put you shift right click, and that's going to put that there. Let's break you real fast. Put you up here. There we go. Ah, I did get my gold and copper back. Okay. All right, well, let me dick around with the melter a bit because it seems like I have this misconfigured. Once I get this figured out, we'll pick up there. Okay, figured it out. So you have to put the Ember receptor physically on the machine here. So now you can see that we've got molten gold in here. So that was the issue that I was having. So let's come over here, break this real quick, and then we'll put the Ember emitter or receptor here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Ember emitter, so we're gonna put one here and here. And then I'm gonna go like this, and shift right click. Sorry, other way around. Shift right click. I don't know if that can actually feed up into it while the other one's going. We're gonna try this again. I don't think, oh, I have to turn those two on, don't I? Yes, I do. That would be part of the reason. There we go. Yes, there we go. Okay. So this one now, you can see, has molten gold in it. Don't know why I sound like the Count from Sesame Street, but, you know, we're not gonna judge. All right, put that in there. That's cooking. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we have 0 energy in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch this off. There's no reason to keep it going. Okay, we have quite a bit of gold in here, so that's what, 1152, 1296. This one's gonna take a bit to catch up. Now I'm curious if this one is going to be the same way. Now you'll notice this has a capability of storing up to 8,000 millibuckets. That's 8 ingots, I believe. So we have 1.4 and about 4 over there. Now, I don't need you anymore. Come on. All right, let's break you down because I'm curious where we are with this. Because I'm curious how much energy this is actually burning. Oh, a substantial amount. But of course it is. Of course it is. Why would we make this easy for Pyro? Pyro must suffer, my friends. There must be suffering for everyone. Mainly Pyro. Alright, so that one is now dry. Now, I don't know how much energy this thing can use because it's apparently got an energy storage buffer. So let's break this and see if we can actually put this on here. And we can! And we can see. Okay. All right. So we now know that the copper cell is completely useless. I don't know why when it's attached to the melter, it doesn't automatically input. There may be a way to configure this thing to input. I tried putting a lever on it and turning the lever on, and that did fucking absolutely jack shit. So I don't know. Either way, we are going to progress forward. So we now have the centrifuge, the mixer centrifuge. So I'm gonna turn against my better judgment. I really am worried about doing this, but we're gonna do it anyway. Flip both of those, and here in a second, we should start seeing, okay, that's not working. You're on. That is a fluid extractor. Is it in the bottom? It's not the top? Yeah, because this is legit not working. Because you can see here with the fluid, we have, and that's off, yes? Yes. So that is legit not functioning. Because when these things are working, they emit a little bit of smoke. Like this whole mod is an environmentalist's worst nightmare. Okay, so let's try adjusting this then. Break here. And we'll do a fluid extractor and we'll attach you here. And that does not connect. That's interesting. So I have to take it out of the top. Which again makes no real sense, but we're connected. Maybe I have to put it in the bottom. So we'll do this. And then this. And then... it will take, because I think it stores it in the top reservoir, now that I remember. So let's do this. Put you here. We have, oh god, I need to put the dial back on here in a second. Let's fix this one here too. Break. Yeah, we can go straight down. Didn't that how we, yeah, we did it that way over here. Okay. So fluid pipe, bam. And then, bam, bam. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to put this guy right here so I can see. And then I need to put the other lever on. So we've got the lever there. I want to hit it so I can use the lever here so I can control them both in the same spot. And we're still using the ugly levers just because they're a little cheaper than the pretty levers. The pretty lever, is that it? No. There it is. It requires Carmite, which, I mean, isn't all that expensive, but we actually did run out of clay doing this process. So, all right, this is now on. We now have 0. We have 0. And we now have copper and molten gold in here. So, we are making progress. We don't quite have a bucket in there, though, yet. Of molten... Wait a minute. Molten copper, which is in here, yeah? Actually, don't know. I'm confused now. I'm a little worried, though, that we're not getting... Why is that stuck at 576? Okay, and I don't know which one's which anymore. So let's turn you off. And you off. Okay. I wonder if we need another fluid dial here to see the top. Let's look. Because it's possible it mixed some. Ah! That's our problem. We have molten gold in the top. And we have molten copper and molten gold in the bottom. So I need to pump out of that into the bottom here because we don't want gold up in the top. So I need another fluid extractor. Shit. I have one over here, don't I? I do. All right, so this is gonna be tricky because I don't remember which one was which at all. Let's do this. Where's my... Okay, pull the... Okay, so we know I have molten gold on the top. Which one are you making? You don't tell me. Okay, what about you? You don't tell me either. Motherfucker. I wonder if it'll even matter if we just pump it in. I want to say gold was front and copper was back, which makes sense to me. So we're going to try it this way. We'll put the extractor here. And then that should let me pump it straight down into it. Hopefully. 0. And perfect. Okay, let's break this. Come back around and look. Beautiful. All right, so now we have gold in the bottom, copper in the bottom, and nothing up top. Now what's concerning me though is we didn't get perfect numbers, which makes me wonder where the rest of the fluid is. Because we're missing fluid. Let me make another dial. And I may have just lost it in general. Let's make 2 more. Okay. Oh, molten gold. Thank you, God. All right, turn you back on. There it goes, drained. Turn you off. And now we have... Okay. Okay. So maybe this ran out of juice before it finished processing. That is entirely possible. although we're not sure. So we have the valve there. I didn't need that second one. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try and turn this thing on. Now, I thought we could just set power here. Apparently we can't. So what we wanna do is, we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna break you. We're gonna bring you around to the other side. Even though I don't currently have you set up. But we're gonna do like this. Which means I can then afford to break this one up top. And then we need another receptor. Do I not have another receptor? That is a receptor. Okay. Boom. Okay, so receptor here. And then extractor, or emitter here. And then shift right click receptor, right click acceptor, and then, or other way around. And then turn on. Shit. Okay. And if all works, we should be combining molten copper and dawnstone. Hopefully. At the moment, they do not seem to be combining. Which makes me a very sad panda. It's possible there's not enough energy in there yet. Do I have an energy one? No, of course not. That would be too easy. Let's break you real quick. And we got 2,000. So that's still pumping away. But no dawnstone is being created. Interesting. Interesting. And now, it is not doing it anymore. That scares me, because that now tells me that, like, half and half is done. So basically what's going on is the internal, I believe the internal setup is full. Let's see, and we can find that out real quick by doing this, and then putting you here. No! Are there two embers? For the top and the bottom? Are you fucking kidding me? No way. Really starting to be annoyed by this mod. Oh my god. Yep, that was the issue. It wants power on the top and the bottom. Okay. Sure. Cool. That's fine with me. I'm not gonna complain-ish. Alright, so we are mixing everything that was down low, which is now being combined up top. And then we're gonna want to pump the top out, so I'm gonna go ahead and break this. Because we're gonna need to set this up, and I need to break this one too. Okay, out. Alright, so let's go... Where's the extractor? I want to make sure it does not connect to this, actually. So we're gonna have to do it up and then over, because this will connect there, and that will be bad. So we need a fluid extractor. So we're gonna set you here. And then we're gonna go over and down. And then I have to hook you up with a punchy. There we go. We're at 1500. Turn that on. Now we're full. We've got this set up. So again, we have the same problem here where I have the cell on top, which is not emitting power. Although I want to try something before we do this again. I cannot believe this requires this many switches. I just want to see if I can do this. And that's a negative. Yeah, and it's got stuff in it. You can see that. So if this were functioning, that should kick it on. So then we do what we've done for the last couple ones. We come back over here. Is this dry, I wonder? Yeah, it is. So break that. Break that. Break that. Good lord. And this is definitely not the most efficient way to set this up, and I'm sure one of you knows a better way to do it, but I'm coming off of tutorials that are slightly outdated. So, alright, an ember emitter, bottom. Ember receptor, top. Nope, other way around. There we go. And then shift right click, done. And there you go. See? Wait, did it not stamp? I thought it slammed down for a second there. You do have power up there, yes? Yes, you do. Oh, I forgot. There we go. Boom. Dawnstone. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That thing slamming down is pretty awesome. Oh my God, this is a ratchet setup. So the main issue I think that we're gonna have is I don't have enough Ember energy. And unfortunately our little spot over there does not seem to, what do you call it? It does not seem to stay loaded when I'm not there. So I'm gonna have to basically sit over there and make sure that it's good. I still don't quite understand how I put the same amount of gold and the same amount of copper in there, but yet we seem to have lost ingots. I'm also confused in the aspect that I only put in, this was showing like 4,000, I think it was. No, it was like 36 and then like 28. But we're actually ending up with those were not millibuckets. I thought those were millibuckets. Those were definitely not millibuckets. So at this point, we're looking at something like 30, like every 100 maybe was a block, because we had like 3,000. What was it? 3,600 and 2,800. You'd have to go back and look at the video. But we've pulled already out 2,400 Dawnstone. Now, if this was a smeltery, 1,500 would have been an ingot and a half. And so I was expecting to get about 2 to 3 ingots. And as you can see, we've got drastically more than that. We may even have enough now for our Dawnstone anvil, which again, we need 27 plus 1, that's 28. We have 30, we're done. So yeah, I don't know what happened with the mix. I don't know why we ended up with more than I thought we were gonna get. There might have been some duplication going on here. Everything told me it was 1-to-1. I mean, you guys saw the recipe, so the only thing I can think of is when I put the ingots into the melter, maybe the melter gave us more than we expected. Yeah, 768 gave us, wow. So yeah, that's 624 to 480. I mean, I'm not doing the math here, but it seems to be about 120 per ingot, 192. Yeah, it's about 150. That's crazy. Okay. Well, we've got plenty for the Dawnstone that we need, so I'm gonna go ahead and make that real quick. The only issue is I think we are actually short some of the materials, specifically the Carmite bricks, which aren't terribly hard to make, but we don't have the Carmite blend. I did just go and make a bunch of frickin' Carmite from, because we ran out of clay, basically. So I head off to the nearest desert and ground a bunch of that shit out, which I believe got us all that we need. We shouldn't need too terribly much to get most of this going. Boom, boom. So we just need, what, 1, 2, 3? Is that it? I believe so. Yes, and then we'll need 2 more, which is fine. We need 3 of these. There we go. We'll pull this out because I think we're gonna need a couple more of those. And then bada boom, bada bing, and the badushka. There we go, we got our Dawnstone anvil. Now, I like the idea of this mod over here. It's kind of cool. It's interesting, it's fun. Probably gonna take all this down and never touch it again. Unless we need more stuff for the Dawnstone anvil. So it just kind of depends. But there we go. There's our Dawnstone anvil. It only took a little bit. Was a slight pain in the butt. But, I mean, in all honesty, making the Dawnstone really wasn't that bad. The only, like I said, the only real issue is this right here, which has been running for a week and a half. Again, it's not chunk loader when I'm not here. So, If I set up a chunk loader there, then that would probably make things a lot easier, and then we'd have more than we ever needed. So if we need more, I'll probably set that up and we'll go that route. That being said, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Once again, guys, let me know what you think. Do you want me to start a Let's Play? Would you rather me take a look at that Hypixel thing? Let me know in the comments section down below. Keep in mind, though, I just went from a very, very easy job. And I don't mean that to slam my last job. I mean, for me, it was a very easy job, and I'm now moving to a very, very challenging job. So I'm going to do my best to keep up with the videos. We are probably going to have some sporadic content over the next couple weeks because, I mean, honestly, I need the downtime when I get it for actual downtime. So what that may mean is there may be times I don't want to play all the mods 3, but I might want to play the Let's Play that we're playing, or I might want to play Overwatch, or I might want to play, you know, if we do the Skyblock thing, I might want to play that. It just kind of depends on what we end up doing. So I do want some input from you guys. Let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Now let's get to the credits. All right, looks like we are actually down one, so I can see everything on one page again without having to zoom out. We have 16 total members at the moment. Big shout out to Alex and Dagger Cook and Cole Walker. All three of you guys have been with me for 10 months now, coming up on a year, guys. That's awesome. James Seymour and X Legion X, both of you, 7 months. We have Star Wars John Smith at 1 month. Michael Whitaker at 2 months. And then we've got Xerxes, Break 58, and Chandler Porter. Both of you guys are within days of getting your first month, as well as Essential 2, Coaster 99, Blackhawk 8100. You guys are about a week away. Nick Dralian, Darren Angus, and Ronald Weasley. Wait. Not Ronald Weasley. All of you guys have just signed up recently. Thank you much. And Ronald Weasley, you're at the bottom of my list for some reason now, but you have been here for 7 months. So I don't know why YouTube does it the way it does. Anyways, I appreciate all of you guys joining the membership program. We're probably going to use the funds from YouTube once things balance out to do some special stuff for the channel. We've been looking at possibly getting another server rolling and a few other things, but we're still in the design phase. It's going to take probably, especially with the job, probably a good month before we get the idea that we want to use out. So I'll let you guys know once we get something solid. But I do want to thank all of you guys for supporting the channel, for supporting me and the idea and the dream behind all this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that is coming out. Hopefully I can get back into the swing of things once everything at the new job kind of balances out and I know where we are. So if you would like to join the program, there's a join button below all of my videos and on the main channel. You can click that join button. It takes you over to the join page. There are 3 different ranks, one for $2, one for $5, and one for 10. The $2 gets you early access to any videos I load up. I usually record on the weekends when I have time, and you'll get access to all of the videos immediately, whereas everybody has to wait until they actually get uploaded. The $5 rank gets you access to that. Plus, it gets you access, oh Jesus, my brain is dead, to any sub-events and sub-servers that we have. No. That one's the credits. Yes. Get you access to the credits. And $10 gets you access to the sub-servers, I think. It's been a week. My brain's dumb. The ranks do tell you what they do, so don't necessarily trust what I say because I'm an idiot. Read what I wrote down because that seems to be more efficient. So read them before you buy them. At the same time, if you're broke like me, don't feel like you got to purchase anything, and don't feel bad because you can't. I never think badly on people who can't, or anything along those lines. My content's always available for free, and I just appreciate you guys watching. If you want to help the channel, leave a comment in the comment section below. Slap that like button. Both of those tell YouTube that my content is not completely shit, and they spread it around a little bit. That helps. Every single one of those helps. So I do appreciate that. That being said, that's it for me, guys. You guys have a great night, great evening, great weekend, whatever it is for you, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.